Hi, today we will discuss about screw gauge. Screw gauge is a device which is used for measuring small dimensions which could be less than a millimeter. For example, thickness of a thread, a wire, or maybe a glass slide. Let us figure out if there is a zero error in our instrument. You can see that this is the circular scale and the main scale over here. And you can see the zero of the circular scale is coinciding with the line over here, which indicates the main scale. So the zero error of this device is 0. To find out the least count of our screw gauge, let us define pitch first. Pitch is the distance travelled by the circular scale in one full rotation. As you can see over here, in one full rotation of the circular scale, the distance travelled on the main scale is 1 millimeter. You can see 1 millimeter over here. Least count is defined as pitch divided by number of divisions on the circular scale. That is 1 millimeter was the distance travelled by the circular scale in one rotation, and total number of divisions as we have seen is 100. So the least count turns out to be 0.01 millimeter, which is 0.001 centimeters. Let us use the screw gauge to determine the thickness of this glass slide over here. We will put the glass slide between the two prongs of the screw gauge in this manner. We will tighten the screw, being careful that the pressure is not too much and the glass slide does not break. You can see that the glass slide is supported completely. Over here, we can see that the main scale reading is slightly above 1 millimeter and the vernier scale reading is 65.
Let us calculate the thickness of the glass plate, for which the MSR, that is main scale reading, is given as 1 millimeter. The vernier scale is given as 65, which will be multiplied by the least count of 0.01 millimeter, which becomes 0.65. The thickness, that is T, would be calculated as MSR plus VSR into least count. So we have MSR as 1 millimeters plus VSR into least count is 0.65, which becomes 1.65 millimeters. Let us talk about zero error now. First, positive zero error. As you can see here, the zero of vernier scale is 2 lines above the reference line, which is positive zero error, and which will be subtracted from the total reading. We have the total reading of T is equal to 1.65 millimeters. Here the zero error into least count is 2 into 0.01 millimeters, which becomes 0.02 millimeters. Therefore, corrected thickness is 1.65 minus 0.02, which is 1.63 millimeters. In negative zero error, you can see zero of vernier scale is 3 lines below the reference line. This is called as the negative zero error, which will be added to the total reading. As earlier, we have total reading T is equal to 1.65 millimeters. The zero error into least count is 3 into 0.01, which becomes 0.03 millimeters. Therefore, corrected thickness T is equal to 1.65 plus 0.03, which is 1.68 millimeters. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more content like this.